I was given just 20 minutes to decide whether I wanted to keep my baby.
I said, no, we wouldn't be interested in having an amniocentesis. And her words to me were, women like you make me sick. Why bother having screening if you're not going to do anything about it?
The first thing she said to me were, if you come in and see us this week, we'll arrange a termination for you. She sat us down, told us all the negative things about having a child with Down syndrome. And she said that you're only 28, you're both so young, you should terminate and start again.
On the phone, she asked me 5 times whether I wanted to get it taken care of, and those were her words, taken care of. She then asked me if I needed to ask my husband to make sure whether we wanted to get it taken care of or not.
They offered us a termination there and then at the scan, and they said he wasn't going to survive. We ended up having the amniocentesis, and 3 days later they told us that Zeffie had Down syndrome over the phone, and they asked if we wanted to interrupt the pregnancy, basically have a termination, which we said no to.
It's positive for Down syndrome. She paused and said, it's Friday, we're closing soon. You've got 20 minutes to decide whether you want an abortion or not. Every appointment I had from then on was negative. I was told bad news at everyone, doctor, midwife, or by nurse.
In all honesty, I think we must have been offered about 15 terminations, even though we made it really clear that that wasn't an option for us. But they really seemed to push and really seemed to want us to terminate.
I was offered a termination 15 times.
I think she was trying to scare me into a termination.
The midwife was near hysterical when she told me.
She asked me 5 times if I wanted to get it taken care of.
To my horror, I was taken into another room and shown a tiny white coffin.
My husband said, if they're offering us a termination, it must be really bad.
Are we still wanting to carry on with this pregnancy?
Have you changed your mind?
It must be really
Let
bad.
me know if you do.
The consultant wouldn't take no for an answer.
15 times.
You're only young. You can terminate and try
Have you
again.
changed your mind?
It's not too late to consider your options.
The consultant told us that the test had come back positive for trisomy 21, and she then proceeded to say to me, you can still have a termination if you want. I was 7 months pregnant.
At 38 weeks, they made it really, really, really clear that if I changed my mind on the morning of the induction, to let them know, because it wasn't too late. Until the baby had started travelling down the birth canal, I could still terminate.
I went away and I researched what procedure they would do at 7 months pregnant, and I learned about how they would administer a lethal injection into my baby girl to kill her, and then I would have to give birth to her dead body.
I was incredibly shocked that I was being asked this at 37 weeks pregnant after just being told that I was being induced the following morning. I was then kind of being told I still had options to whether I was going to have my baby or not, and then also that if she was born not breathing or struggling to breathe, that they were willing to not help my baby. They were willing to just leave her.
Before she was diagnosed with Down syndrome, Betsy was referred to by staff as Baby or Betsy, and after her diagnosis, the next scan we had, she was referred to as the fetus.
You do realise most women don't carry on.
The consultant was surprised that we were continuing.
Have you
the
thought
baby.
about the alternatives?
Well, we've not had anyone continue before.
Have you talked this through with your husband?
How will you cope?
Most women choose to have the test so they know whether to abort or
There's always adoption.
They made me feel irresponsible.
Have you not considered termination?
Are you sure you want to carry on? It's not too late.
And I received no help or support, just a leaflet that had a list of medical problems that my baby would have through his life. Luckily, Jax never had any of the complications or problems that the doctors told me he would have when he was born.
And I kept waiting for somebody to contact us and to offer, offer to talk to us about Down syndrome, about what that would mean for our child. Like the whole pregnancy, we didn't really get any support once the diagnosis had been given.
I'm not being given any support for carrying on this pregnancy. The support is there if I choose to go down amniocentesis, termination. There's just nothing in place if, like me, you just decide to just carry on and have the baby.
She'll never walk or talk.
As a single mum, it will be hard bringing a poorly child into the world.
She's likely to have serious health issues.
You need a lot more care than any other baby.
You'll be responsible for them for life.
He'll never work you.
He'll never recognise you.
She may not survive the birth.
This will put tremendous strain on your marriage.
She'll be a burden all of your life. You won't be able to go back to work after she's born.
Have you thought about the impact on your son's quality of life?
What will happen to her after you've gone?
My baby girl was born screaming and needed no help, and is now a very happy, healthy 3.5-year-old who is perfect.
Zeffy's 2.5 now, and he's just amazing. He's doing so well. He goes to nursery. He loves his sisters. He's recently become a big brother, and yeah, everyone just loves him.
When parents are given the news that baby has Down syndrome, it's inevitable that they're going to experience a whole range of emotions and different thoughts. And at this really vulnerable time, it's critical that medical professionals are there to provide them with compassionate care, with accurate contemporary information. And yet, all too often, as this video highlights, too many women are subjected to outdated views and prejudiced attitudes. Every woman deserves to enjoy her pregnancy, and being a mum expecting a baby with Down syndrome should be no different. She should receive the same care and support as any other mother, and without doubt, a woman's choices, if indeed there is a choice to have been made, should be accepted and respected. Positive About Down Syndrome, our website and literature provides new and expectant parents and indeed professionals with what the reality of life is with Down syndrome in the UK today.